we're going to take a little bit of time and go over inverse functions. So when you do this f to the minus 1, that's also known as the inverse. So if I take f of the inverse of x, I should get x. And if I take f inverse of f of x, I should get x. So that's great. What in the world does that really mean? Well, basically that's saying I take f of g. So if everywhere in f I plug in g and I get x, and then I do it for g, I plug in everything in f, I get x, then they are inverses of one another. So what that means is I'm going to take f of g of x. So that means everywhere in f that I have an x, I'm going to plug in g of x. So that's going to be x plus 7 over 4 minus 7. And I remember that anything over itself is 1, so the 4's are going to cancel. So then I'm going to be left with x plus 7 minus 7, which is simply x. So far, so good. Now, we'll do it the other way. Let's do g of f of x. So that means that everywhere in g that there was an x, now I'm going to put in f of x. So I'm going to have 4x minus 7 plus 7 over 4. So that's going to give me 4x over 4, which again, we know that anything over itself is 1, so that cancels. And all that I'm left with is x. So that's also true. So now I have an x and an x. So these two functions are inverses of one another.